Hey, man.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Oh, we're good.
Good. Welcome to Hey, man, everybody. I'm Josh Wolf. This is Jacob Wolf.
What's up? And this is Finn.
That's Finn. For those of you listening and not watching, Jacob has got his sister's puppy dog on his lap. Man, that dog is so cute. And just real.
Hi, buddy. Oh, that's okay.
The Finster is. That's not a dog that is having problems like adapting to a new human, right?
No, he likes pretty much everybody.
That's a dog who's just like, hey, you like me? Yeah, I like you too.
He's scared at first, but then once we just laid down on the bed and he just laid between us and he was like, all right, cool. Like, you guys are awesome. And I was like, yeah, man. Like, what's up?
Yeah. He was like, wait. So this is cool, right? Like,
Kate literally gets in the car and she goes, hold this, and just hands it to me. And I was like, oh, okay. And he just sat there and I was like, hey, buddy.
A little Finster. That cute little fella.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. Just
what shirt you wearing?
An 818 shirt. My buddy D Times rap group.
That's right.
Collective
How you doing?
Good. I'm just chilling out. It's a nice weekend here in Hollywood with Finmeister.
Yeah.
I drove Kate to the airport this morning. Hung out with some friends last night.
Yeah.
I have a story though that I would very much like to talk about because I think you're gonna find it super funny.
Okay, I'm on board for that. There's a couple things that I want to talk about too, but I think we should start with your story.
I think so.
Now, what do you think? Before you get to the story, let me just ask one question. What do you think about me making wristband merch?
For Hey Man?
Yeah, for us. Either Hey Man or Hey Man.
I think you have to do Hey Man all on one wristband if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
For sure. And, I mean, sure. I mean, I think we should make, mugs and phone cases and wristbands. And anybody who hears this and watches this, if you want to get a Hey Man tattoo, I may pay for it.
Hey Man. Where's your liquid death?
Actually.
Let me hear you. Well, let me hear. Take the drink and let me hear how you're gonna go liquid death. What's your noise?
Liquid death.
Yeah, that's like video game.
Yeah.
Finish him. Finish him. All right, listen. I want you to talk for a little bit. I'm gonna go get one. It's gonna take 2 seconds, and then I'm gonna make my liquid death sound. Hold on.
I'm gonna time you. Ready? Go.
Well,
I heard that old man noise.
Well, I mean, that old man noise is just natural noise.
It's an old man noise. He makes these noises when he gets up. Sometimes they're over exaggerated, but sometimes he really does make a noise like that. And he's like, no, that's a real one. Oh, yo, that Snoop Dogg pillow is cool.
Oh, yeah. You like that?
Let's fire.
Yeah. I got 2 of them. Your mom got me 2 of them.
Let's go.
Hold on. Now you want to hear my liquid death?
Yep.
Okay, ready?
What was that face before? Why'd you pause and look at the mic?
Liquid death.
You sound like it literally sounds like it's causing you death.
Yeah. That was the point. Liquid death.
No, because liquid death is supposed to kill your thirst. So you're supposed to sound refreshed after you drink it.
Oh.
Because it's liquid death, so it's liquid that kills your thirst.
Oh, so it's like...
Yeah, you should be sounding refreshed.
Liquid death.
I mean, sure.
No, I like the...
You look like John Krasinski you look like Dwight from The Office.
I like liquid death. Liquid death. If you could change, and then we're going to get to your story. If you could change one... I may be putting you on the spot for this.
Okay, sure.
If you could change one advertising campaign, right, where you're like, man, this is what they should say.
Oh, I don't have that for...
Excuse me.
Good one.
Oh, boy, I don't remember eating that.
I know that feeling, unfortunately. Not for like a slogan or anything, but there's something. Can I reference like TV shows and like there's no like
There's no rules.
I'm not going to get canceled right for that. Okay, so there's a something on Netflix called Seaspiracy, right? It's like this stuff that happens in the sea, and it's like all this stuff like whatever. Why didn't they call it conspiracy?
Oh, with the C at the end.
Yeah, so they spelled it Seaspiracy, and I was like, no, dumbass, conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Like, how did you miss that? Like, every time someone's like, you watch Seaspiracy, I'm like, you mean conspiracy? Like, it's the right name. Like, I don't know how everybody at Netflix missed that. Like, every single person missed that.
That's a good one, dude.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. How do you miss one of the easiest lines of all time?
That is, I mean, honestly, 100% that seems like how they should have done it.
It doesn't make any sense to why they went Seaspiracy.
Do you know what I think I would rename? I would redo? I think I would go, if I was like Taco Bell, I think I would go straight honesty. Because I think it would be funny. I think people would, in today's day and age, especially the people who eat Taco Bell.
I had Taco Bell last night.
Yeah. Would appreciate it if it was like Taco Bell. Tastes great. You'll pay for it. No, Taco Bell. You'll pay for it later, but it's worth it. I'd be like, yeah, I don't even eat Taco Bell anymore.
Or Taco Bell. Pay for it now and pay for it later.
Yeah, but that makes it sound bad.
Well, because you literally have to pay for it, right?
Right, but you're making it seem,
or Taco Bell, enjoy it now, pay for it later.
No, because you're making it sound bad. You wanted to make it sound good. You want people to still go. So, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, the good part has to be the last thing you hear. Right? Isn't that what's happening?
I mean, but if you're still going off the fact of honesty, I don't really think it fucking matters.
Yeah, but think about this. Say what you said. You tell me. Say what you said.
Taco Bell. Enjoy it now, pay for it later.
And I don't remember what I said.
You said
Taco Bell something, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
You'll pay for it later, but it's worth it. Or
yeah.
Hey, you guys who are listening, you are watching. That's my memory's like.
You be the judge.
You be the judge. Now tell me your story.
Okay. So remember how we wanted to do this 2 days ago or yesterday, but I didn't have my computer charger because I left it at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out by LAX. So I go, I'm a mile and a half off of LAX. Like I just go down to Sepulveda and take one right, and that's where my office is. So there's a code to get into the door. So I'm thinking, yeah, okay, like I know the code. I'll just go hit the code in the door and go in, right?
Uh-huh.
Easy.
Now, we had talked about this. Did you let them know you were going?
No.
There's the problem.
And that's the mistake.
Yeah.
I show up, and I hit it, and I open the door, and I'm good. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I run in, and I grab my thing, get it out, run back. 15 seconds. As I'm walking out, I think I heard an alarm go off. And I texted my boss. I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm for some reason not thinking right now. Like, I think I just set an alarm off at Deviant's. I went in to grab my computer charger real quick, and I should have let one of you guys know. Like, I'm so sorry. She goes, yeah, we didn't tell you that. She goes, but for future, from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., it's locked. And I was like, okay, but it was 11:30 when I was there. So I don't know. I was kind of there at the right time.
And wait, did the cop show up and everything?
I didn't stay to find out.
No, I wouldn't have either. Because then you got to answer. You got to answer a lot of questions.
These fucking questions. I literally just dropped Kate off. I got fucking Derpy Magoo in the car. Like,
yeah, dude. You answered a lot of questions.
I split.
Yeah.
And I texted my boss, and she goes, text Mike Welch. And so I text our other boss and get him going, and he was like, and I said the whole thing. I was like, hey, so sorry. I didn't even think. I was in there for like 15 seconds, and I didn't want it to go off and have nobody know. Like, I'm definitely taking full responsibility for that. I was like, but I don't want you or anybody else, like, because the guy who's like the director and has a lot of stuff there. I was like, I don't want anybody to panic, like their stuff is being taken. It was me. Like that set is me, and I'm terribly sorry. And he said, got it. Thank you for the heads up. Next time, let me know. I can disarm it from here and arm it when you leave. And I was like, copy that.
I mean, first of all, props to you. That's the way to do it, man. You know, here's the deal. Do you know what that people may not agree with what you do, but honesty and being upfront will get you places.
And you've taught me that. And so I just decided, I was like, hey, that's me. That's me. Like, I'm not trying to ruin anything.
Yeah.
And come in and play dumb Tuesday morning. Like, that one's me. 100%.
Yeah. You just got to own it. I mean, also
very quickly.
Yes. And also, I mean, they probably have cameras.
Oh, they have rings at every fucking door.
Yeah.
They saw me.
Yeah.
They saw the tall Lord Farquaad with the ass jogging down the steps.
Hey, let me ask you something, man. You ever been handcuffed by the police?
Yes.
What?
At LSU?
Huh?
For smoking weed on campus? I told you this story.
No.
Oh, I definitely told you this story.
Well, let's hear it again.
So I successfully, by the way, all the way from the start of the semester until I went out with when it was just me, I never got caught. The one time I went out to one of my spots with more than one other person, I got fucking caught.
Campus police?
Yeah. Then again, I may have been right in the middle of campus. Well, actually, my favorite spot, which was always the quietest and no one ever found me, was do you remember that Greek theater on campus where they filmed Pitch Perfect?
I mean, no.
Okay, so when you drive in the entrance, you come in this way. On to the left is your center parade ground. It's this giant quad where everybody would tailgate.
Yeah.
And then on the right and everything, you come up. There's all the dorms, right? So you come up a little bit, and as you drive a little further, past the first set of dorms is a Greek theater, full outside stone Greek theater, and then past the Greek theater, one building, and I was this building, over here in the back. I was South Hall. And at the Greek theater, there was a little stone staircase. And I always came prepared. Like, I always had my stuff rolled because I never wanted to be out for too long. I was never smoking for more than 20 minutes. Like, I had set myself rules. I set timers.
Were you getting your weed from California?
No. Found some kid in the hall next to me.
And how was the weed?
Pretty good, actually. I'm not going to lie. Like, it would pass for stuff that I could smoke here.
Where was he getting it, I wonder?
So a grower, somebody he just knew. I never got a name, obviously.
You never got a name?
Not his name, his grower's name.
Yeah, I wasn't asking for his grower's name.
No, I just mean I think I
it.
remember this other kid's name. I don't. It was and so at the Greek theater, these steps, I always came with my stuff rolled and ready. And in the stone steps, there was all these misplaced stones and build the staircase, and there were sometimes gaps in between the stones. And this is when I started getting to smoking blunts and stuff. They had these mini swishers, and they're the size of my pinky, and they would come in 3-packs. And so I would just buy those, roll all 3, and keep them in the original package, just so I could get them quickly and put in my pocket easily. It was just an easy package to carry.
Yeah.
I found a spot in the stone staircase where I put the swisher package in the staircase.
Oh, okay.
So if someone ever said, hey, who's there? I slid it in that, lighter in my pocket, or lighter in the bush, and I'm sitting there with just headphones on.
By the way, that sounds dirty, but it isn't.
Lighter in the bush? Yeah. It does.
By the way, Lighter in the Bush would be not a terrible name for a band.
No.
Lighter in the Bush? Okay, go ahead.
And so, but I never had I didn't ever even hear a car pass me when I was there. I was always good. Never knew. It's about to be winter break. I am 2 weeks from coming home, because at this point I know I'm leaving LSU and I'm coming back to Cal. It's 2 weeks. I've stopped. It is what it is at this point. I'm passing the classes I need to, and that's what matters. Me and 2 other kids go smoke at a different spot that I'd gone before but didn't feel as safe because it was really open. It was just like open. And edge of campus, it's behind the dorms, but whatever. And we start smoking there. We'd already smoked a joint. I'm smoking a blunt now. I have 2 more in my pocket. And we see headlights pull over to the side. We don't see the car.
Now, who are the people?
2 kids in my door.
Okay.
And we see 2 headlights down the alley. And I go, And I put the blunt out right there. And I'm like about to put it away. And then two cops run around the corner. And I guess they're LSU campus police, but like to me that at this point, like they're cops. Like it is what it is. And they walk over and they say, hands up, like put your hands where you can see them. And like I toss the blunt and I'm putting my phone in my pocket. And he goes, put your hands up. I'm like, I just put my phone in my pocket, relax. And they come over and they start talking to us. And I am also with 2 black kids. And I'm in Louisiana and it's 2015. And so right away, as the kid from California, I was like, oh, I got to take this one. Because also, it is my weed. Like, they are there because of me.
But the weed's all gone, right?
No. The blunt that we were just about to start smoking again is now in the bush behind me, and I have 2 more blunts in my pocket.
Got it.
And we start talking, and I go, hey, before we get into anything, like...
They didn't know that you guys had weed? You had just admitted it?
No, they did. They walked up to us, and they go, so where's the weed? And they go, we can smell it from across campus. And I was like, before we get started, like, he goes, because I'm pretty sure I saw you throw it in that bush right there. And I go, if you shine a light, I will gladly grab it. I was like, but also, I want you to know, I go, this is mine. Like this stuff is mine, and you can search for anything else. Before they had gotten over to us, I had moved the package of blunts from out of my pocket into my inner thigh, because when they pat me down, they don't go right there.
So you had joints near your nutsack?
Yep. As far over as I could push them.
How was it staying there? You were in skinny jeans?
Yep.
And they couldn't see. All right. Okay. So
I pushed it as far over the inside of my thigh as I possibly could. And they pat me down and they go, you got anything else? And they pass my leg as they say that, and he passes it, but doesn't go in. He just goes straight over the front. And he goes, you got anything? And I go, no, sir. And he goes, you want to answer that again? And I go, I don't got anything else on me. And he goes, and he passed the rest of it. And he goes, okay, ask everybody else. And I'm like, all right, bet. So if I get out of this, I'm still walking out of here with them not knowing I got 2 more in my pocket. First of all, you guys are bad at your job. Second of all, so I got another reason why they're bad at their job, and I'll tell you that right now. And I go, hey man, just so you know, let them go. Like this is mine. Like let them go. Like this is the last blunt that we have. I don't want them getting in trouble for me pulling them out here. Like let them go. And again, I'm just taking responsibility because it is my kush.
Yeah.
But 2, I am trying to avoid all the shit we see on TV for no fucking reason.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we're in Louisiana, man. Like
I know, but listen, by the way, I think you taking the rap is the right thing to do just because it was yours.
Yes.
Campus police, who knows? Like I never try to assume, but of course I'm also not the person to call it.
Guns.
Huh?
All 3 of them had guns.
Yeah. And look, man, it's easy for me not to assume because I'm not a dude who's ever been profiled. So right. I hear you.
So I was just taking safe routes all the way around.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Taking all that. And he looks at him and goes, is that true? They say, yeah. And they go, all right, don't do that again. You're free to go. And 2 kids walk off. So now it's me in cuffs, sitting on the ground.
Wait, when did they cuff you?
After the other 2 left. And they're like, all right, put your hands behind your back. I was like, come on, man. They're like, we just got a couple questions for you. And I go, why you got to cuff me then? Like, what's the point? Like, and he's like, just put your hands behind your back. I was like, fine. And so I'm not trying to be an ass, but like I'm like, dude, what? Like, why? Like, am I being detained? And they were like, kinda. And I was like,
How tight were the cuffs?
not very tight. Oh, I got skinny ass wrists though, man. So they had to go all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Were you? Let me. I'll keep going. And I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
and so, well, they also had a couple questions for me. They go, all right, sit down. And so they're like, look, so we're gonna play this a couple ways. He goes, you can either tell us where you got it from, or you can just hop in the back. And I go, well, ask me some questions, man. I'm not just going to give shit up straight away. I go, if you got information, let's share information. Like, you start. And he goes, all right, take out your phone. And I was like, uncuff me then. So they uncuffed me. And I take out my phone. And he goes, pull up the dude who you got it from, his phone number. And he pulls out his phone. And I'm assuming he's doing the same thing I am.
No, he's going to take the guy's number.
Wrong. He looks at me and goes, are his last 4 digits these 4 numbers? And I go, oh shit, you've caught this kid before, haven't you? And he goes, yeah, like 2 or 3 times. He goes, green Jeep. And I go, yeah. He's saying all the things that this kid is telling me and where to meet him and what to do and what car he's in. And I was like, no shit. And he goes, is his name this? And I was like, yeah. Like I was like, at this point, I don't feel like a snitch because the man's already been caught, like, and apparently multiple times. Like I was like, and again, I'm looking for my ass right here. I have 2 weeks left. I am coming back to Cal, and I don't have to do with this again. Like,
listen, dude,
I got to get out.
There is, anybody who's like, my fucking snitches. 99% of the people who have said that have never been in cuffs or in jail or facing jail time when being positioned with those questions. Like, it's just like, man, it's like everybody's like, I wouldn't snitch. And everybody's like, I could beat the shit out of everyone. But if you've never, most people who think they're tough have never been in a fight. Now, right. Your Uncle Jonathan didn't snitch, and that's why he went to jail.
Good man.
Did you know that?
I don't know all the details of what happened. I know, like, I now know that, and I know why, but I don't know the whole area of it. I want to hear it from him now. I don't know if I ever will. Yeah,
you could ask him. He'd tell you tomorrow.
Oh, great. I saw him this morning when I picked up Kate.
Yeah, he would tell you, man. He came on the podcast and told the story on Fairly Normal. Awesome. And told the story, told a bunch of, we went and visited him once, and he had just gotten out of the hole. What's that called? Not isolation, but
solitary confinement.
Yeah. He just got out. Dan and I went to see him, and we were sitting through the glass, and I was like, you look fucking terrible. Because I had seen him, we'd gone and seen him, and he hadn't looked as bad. Although he did tell me once, those giant towers in downtown LA?
Yeah.
He was in those, which is not where you want to be. And
jeez,
he told me once, he was like, hey, don't come back. And I was like, why? He was like, it just makes it harder. It just makes it harder. I just got to get through the day, because seeing you or whatever is just a reminder. It makes it like, oh, that's right. And
I feel like it should be like motivation though. No,
I mean, you want to get out anyways, but I mean, I don't know. I've never been in jail.
Fair. Me either.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That's what I avoided this night. And I was like,
so keep going.
And so he was like, all right, man. And then him and his partner start talking. And I'm like, man, look, you've got all my information. You've got all of this dude's information. Like, I don't know what else to give you. I give you another piece of info. I was like, he also had a second car. And they go, he had a different one. I go, green Jeep wasn't the first one that I saw him in. So
I mean, buddy, you're just spilling the beans.
Only other thing I ever said, I was like this color and this model. That's it.
I go, come on.
And I went, hey, you got everything you need and all. And I was like, there's no more you can get from me. I go, can I go, please? Like, I won't do it again. I'm leaving in 2 weeks. And they go, and I go, I'm from California, man. Like, of course you caught the California kids smoking weed in Louisiana. And I go, I have a card for back home. And they go, oh yeah, for what? Insomnia. And I go, back injury, football. And they go, I wish I had a back injury. And I go, move to California and you can say you got one. Now, can I go? And he looks at me and he goes, don't do it again. And I was like, bet. I walked out with 2 blunts in my pocket. Next night, I went right back to the same spot and smoked weed and got away with it.
Listen, first of all, let me just say, I would so much prefer you to have given somebody else up than have gone to jail.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
The other thing is, like,
the boys, if there's a different situation that involves the best people I know, we'll talk about it. But, like,
yeah,
that wasn't that situation, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Now, let me ask you, are you like me? Like, or when we were living in Curacao, I got tear gassed, right?
Right.
Because we saw, for those of you who haven't heard this story, we're on the roof when the protests were happening, and there was a protest happening a block from my house. Well, actually, there was one on basically a block on every side. Yeah. And I'd seen the tear gas go off, and I said to your mom, I said, hey, they're tear gassing people. And she said, oh my God. I go, I'm going down there. And she was like, what? I go, yeah, I've never been tear gassed before. And I want to know, what it feels like. And she was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
But you know who would have gone with you if he was there?
You.
Me.
And so I went, and by the way, it was not great. But
no, it probably hurt like a bitch.
Oh, it was whatever. Not great. And when I was they pour milk on you.
Yeah.
Because the milk is what, liquid death. Hold on.
Liquid death.
They pour milk on you because that's what kind of kills the burning,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought they were pouring water on me.
Water, I think, makes it worse.
It does. But when I got back,
it's like eating spicy food. Water makes it worse.
Exactly. By the way, I want to go on Hot Ones. How do I make that work?
Talk to your manager who got the offer for the first time.
Do you think I should go on?
Yes, and please bring me.
How
on. I just want to be there and just watch you do it, but I also really want to meet Sean Evans. I think he's the fucking mastermind behind this whole thing.
How many do you have to eat?
10. It's 10 stages of wings. And you don't have to eat the whole wing. All you have to do is take a bite.
How many do you think I can eat?
I think you get to I think 6 is when you'll be like, all right, that's where it kicks it up. But when you get to the bomb at 8 is when I think you're going to regret every decision you've ever made. If he lets me do it, I will do it with you.
I wonder, I mean, I would coat my gut with Pepto pre.
Dude, the Gordon Ramsay episode is arguably the funniest 30 minutes of YouTube I've ever seen in my entire life.
Should I watch it?
Dude, oh my, the Joey Diaz one's great too.
What about the Bobby Lee one?
Bobby Lee one's super funny. Dude, I think Sean Evans is one of the greatest interviewers of our generation. He's so good, dude.
I've only seen clips, but I think I might jump in there.
Yes. And when you do it, I would love to be there.
All right, let me see about getting on there. Now, I have something to say.
Ugh.
Why do you say that way?
No, I just love Sean Evans in that show. It's fucking awesome.
This will be coming out, after this is old news. But I have a friend of mine who OD'd a few nights back. She did some coke and was laced with fentanyl.
It's happening a lot.
She's alive, but the 3 people she did it with are dead. But I want to tell you something.
My condolences, by the way.
100%. I want to tell you something. Hey, buddy. Sorry, it's Indiana Jones. Come here, dude. Hey. I want to tell you something. And I know this sounds hypocritical, and because, I tried it. I never liked coke. Okay.
I still have yet to try it. I probably won't ever try it.
I'm going to tell you something right now. And you should look at how serious I am. If I ever hear a fucking whisper of you even trying coke that's out there right now, I will come out there and you and I are going to get into it. I'm going to tell you right now, dude, they used to lace it with baking soda or like laxatives. But so you can never, that's why weed and the mushrooms, I know what the deal is. But I'm telling you right now, same with ecstasy, dude. Same with ecstasy. The shit that they're putting cleaning products in there now because they're cutting it and just making more money. If I ever hear, I'm coming out there and you and I are getting fucking into it, dude. For real, into it.
First of all, it's one. If I ever would have to try it, it would have been at like a Coachella, like way back. But I never would have done it anyways.
Look at that.
It was in our circle when we went with Jack. Oh, hello. It was in our circle when we went with Jack, and I turned it down. Mainly also, again, I didn't want to do it, but also like I was with a girl at the time who was like, "You can't do anything but smoke weed."
Yeah.
Which is fair. But also like it's not something I wanted. It's also something I don't think I'll ever get into because of Jack. Just in general, you know what I'm saying? But you hear more and more nowadays about coke laced with fentanyl, and it's just killing people.
Yeah, it's like killing them instantly, dude.
Quickly.
Because it's 50 times more powerful than heroin. And, I know somebody who had snorted heroin before. And
whoa.
Yeah. He was like, yeah.
Is he alive?
Yeah.
He lives to tell that tale?
Just a bump. Well, he's alive, but
shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That sounds awful.
No joking around.
No.
It'll be a fucking.
You definitely don't have to worry about me doing cocaine at this point in time in my life.
Okay.
Nope. What? What are you whining about?
The other person I'm going to call and talk to about that is.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Actually, like right after this podcast is done.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Like, you know where they are right now?
Yeah. Is it they or her? Just her.
I'm just saying her. I wasn't trying. I was just trying to get curious. But you know where she is right now? Like, dude, that city. Like, you should definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you the night? Oh, I can't get into it without people knowing who we're talking about.
We're talking about. Can I just say the dude's name? We're talking about that night.
Yeah.
Showed up on the doorstep.
One of my favorite nights.
I was pissed.
Why? Oh, were you there? Oh, you were there.
I was asleep.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
I was asleep, Finn.
That is a cute puppy, man.
Finn, I was asleep, dude.
That puppy dog is just.
This man comes banging on the door. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Yo, Finn is just psyched to be there, dude. Let me tell you something. Finn, and for those of you listening and not watching, you got to. He is such a derp.
I love him. He's great.
Oh God, why don't you get a dog that size?
Because I don't want a dog this size.
I mean, it might be the only thing you can have right now, though.
I still need time for the dog like that.
That's true.
I just still I just can't risk it. There are some if I had a desk job and I knew what time I was going to be gone from every single day,
no, you're right.
I could do it. But right now I work a desk job, but when the show kicks in, I'm going to, I might work anywhere between 10 and 16 hours. Like
I
just can't do it.
Before I forget, offer is open for you guys. I'm going to be in Arizona over New Year's.
Right.
Offers open. And Thanksgiving too.
Thanksgiving, we already know about the offer.
Yeah. Yeah. What's crazy is none of you responded to my text.
We're still trying to figure it out.
Okay. But it's weird to send the text to you, your brother, and your sister. And I was like, hey, everybody's invited to Thanksgiving. And nobody answered. I told your mom, I'm like, I don't think they're coming. I like your hair, man. Hair's looking good.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you listened to any of Drake or Kanye's new albums?
I have to tell you, when I ask people, and I asked more people than just you, who's this generation's, Dave Grohl, and not meaning who's playing rock and roll, but who is this generation's bands that will be playing well into their 40s or 50s or whatever? And everybody, including you, was like Drake.
Drake.
He's for your generation, the guy, right?
Drake. Hey, stay out of the bathroom.
Who would you say?
Drake is the artist of our generation.
Yeah.
There's no question about it.
Who would you say for your age group is the most popular rock band? Wow.
I would say a lot of kids my age would be able to sing a lot of Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy songs. But only old Fall Out Boy songs, not any of the new stuff.
Right.
Like, Thanks for the Memories and Sugar We're Going Down. Hey, Jingle Bells. Could you stop? Thank you.
What rock and roll band is out right now? And let me ask you another question as you're thinking about that. The way it was in our car growing up was you and your brother and sister and I, everyone picked a song. So it rotated. Bing, boom, bop, bing, right? And Trevor always picked a song off the Pokemon CD.
Love it. I want to be the very best that no one ever was.
Stop it right now.
To catch them is my
God, stop it right now. Stop it right now.
To chase them is my cause.
Your sister always wanted to hear a song on Radio Disney.
Travel across the land. Searching far and wide.
This is officially the worst fucking 5 minutes of my
This will give on to understand. Inside Pokemon, gotta catch up. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny.
Let me ask you, why do you feel like you got to get right up in the mic for that?
Because it's like one of those mics that drops down from the fucking ceiling. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's one that I should be like right here.
That's kind of loud though for people, probably.
That's the point. They're supposed to experience this. Experience me singing.
Your sister listened to either Radio Disney
or Britney.
Oh, she loved "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time."
That's her song.
But you always chose like Weezer. Just some rock and roll.
Yeah, that's pretty much what when it was just also you and me in the car, that's what you played. So I just listened to what you played.
Yeah. And so at what point, let me ask you a few questions. Do you ever throw on rock in the car?
Yeah. Maaan is, she listened to all that emo stuff that I used to listen to when we were the same age. So sometimes we'll just go back and we'll play some Paramore or Red Jumpsuit Apparatus or Fall Out Boy.
What about MCR?
Oh, yeah, MCR.
Black Parade. I know you guys say what you want, but Black Parade is as close to a band coming. That was like a modern day Queen album. It was.
Album's so good.
Oh, there's not a bad song on that album. There isn't a bad song on that album. And what a concert your sister and I went to.
Oh, I'm so mad I missed it.
That was so good.
But I'm so glad you guys got to experience that.
Me too. Now, I got to tell you.
I got to say, there's not many of those moments that I can really think, but that's a good one for you too. Hey, get out of there.
The Drake Kanye. I'm just not a fan. I'm a huge fan of early Kanye.
Right. Most people are.
Oh, genius. I'm not a fan of this. And I genuinely just don't get Drake's music. It's not for me. It's not for me.
It's very Drake's music's either he's hype and he's doing this and he's pop, all this shit's going on. He's got a great poppy beat going and something that's catchy as fuck. He's got a song on his new album called Poppy's Home, and that thing just that song just is a jump. That song just goes. And then he's got one song that's called Get Along Better, and the chorus is, I get along better with your friends. And so he's got like toxic shit on the same side. Like,
That's fun.
so he's like, my favorite Drake album is Take Care. And that was my freshman year of high school. And that was when he was on Chelsea. Do you remember bringing me back that CD?
Yeah. And I remember me not knowing who he was?
And me being so pissed you didn't take me out of school to come meet Drake?
Yeah. You remember I was like, out of this dude named Drake?
I was so pissed. Like, it's almost like he knew Drake for Drake's. You know who Drake's real name is? Drake's real name is Aubrey Graham.
Oh, okay.
So it's almost like Drake. It's almost like on his door it didn't say Drake. It's like it said Aubrey Graham. My dad was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
I didn't know it said Drake, but I don't know who Drake is either.
So first of all, that was the first ever like CD or album that I had in a hard copy. Like that album is my favorite Drake album of all time. There's just so many good songs on it. It's just. We hear very early Kendrick Lamar on there, like right before he really just like the next year he releases Good Kid, Mad City, which goes down as like I think one of the greatest rap albums of all time.
What?
Dude, go listen to this Good Kid, Mad City Kendrick album.
Wait.
It is.
When did he put it out?
2012.
Good Kid. I do have that album.
So good.
One of the best rap albums of all time?
Dude. Oh, damn. His Pulitzer-winning award album is
have you heard
one of the best rap albums of all time.
Have you heard Nas's new album?
Yes. King's Disease 2?
Come on, dude.
Dude. Well, no, Nas is up there for honestly, like, if I had to pick a forefather, like, there's always a battle for me between Nas and Jay-Z. But I think after King's Disease 2, I think Nas really takes that spot.
Who's your top 4 rappers of all time?
There's always a battle, but I always say you can't have Pac and Biggie on the same one. You got to pick one.
Right.
I pick Pac because, you know, West Coast.
Right.
What did you do? People hate when I say this, but Eminem.
Why do they hate it?
Because some people just don't. People just hate Eminem.
But you can't argue with his success, his reach, his style,
his lyrics,
but his style was something nobody had ever done before.
No, he speaks for himself, right?
Yeah.
Who's so I'll probably throw Nas in there as well. Just because, just think he's fucking great. Like everything about it, like that. First of all, for him to win his first Grammy off that first King's Disease album, for him to come so quickly back with a second one was just awesome. Everything Nas has released in the last 2 years has been good. That Kanye produced album that he did, the Everything album with like Bonjour and Adam and Eve and that song with Kanye, Everything, like that album is so good. Like,
what's your? But J. Cole's your guy.
Oh, and then Cole's my fourth because. Like, and for people, like how people interchange Pac and Biggie, I feel like people interchange Cole and Kendrick. Like, I think Kendrick obviously like could definitely be up there, and those are my 4. But you know, if you were to take it and not do mine and go Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, Kanye, and Biggie, you have an argument. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't put Jay or Kanye.
I don't put Ye up there, but he's definitely had a crazy influence on the culture of rap itself.
For me, it's Nas, Eminem. Hard to pick between Biggie and Pac.
It's a hard one.
But Biggie's up on my wall.
I think for you take Biggie.
Yeah, I like kind of that style. And I got to tell you, for the 4th, for me, it's really hard because
that 4th spot's so hard to fill.
I mean, do I bring it back to look? Andre 3000 is like
so good, classic. His voice is one of a kind.
What are we talking about? But are we gonna leave the Beastie Boys out of this altogether?
We're not rap forefathers, not rap group. They're a rap group.
Okay.
You got so that's like, you know, NWA and Beastie and
Run DMC
and like, you know what I'm saying, Run DMC, like that's a whole different category. I can't even, like, people my age be like, oh, Migos is up there. And I'm like, you guys are cracked.
Nah.
Like, the 4 right now off the top of my head, I mean, I got to say 5 because, fuck, I can't leave Outkast out. I just can't. It's so hard. Like, Beastie Boys, DMC, Wu-Tang, NWA, Outkast. Like,
yeah, that's a tough one.
you know what I'm saying? Like, who do you kick out of that group?
I don't know.
It's hard. It's hard.
Listen, man.
But who's that 4th spot? Before we end it, I need your 4th. Need it. Need it.
I mean, I love Andre 3000.
I mean, that one might be a personal one for you. Like, that might be a personal preference. I just don't know if you can put Dre up there. You might be able to put Dr. Dre up there.
That's what I mean. That's the other one I would.
You could definitely put Dr. Dre.
More of a producer, man.
I mean, you gonna tell that to him his face after The Chronic came out?
No. But like, I bet you he's had more success as a producer than as a.
Let's be honest. He's had more success selling his company for $1 billion than
this dude is the fucking man.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think I go Andre 3000.
Not a bad one. I'm not mad at that, like, at all. So, but again, it's a hard one. But rap group, there's only 5 that really come to mind that stand out like that. Honorable mention Migos, but you don't come close to the kind of music those dudes made.
Nah. Now listen, guys who are listening, we are enjoying our Liquid Death, and I will be posting a URL where you can get free shipping. I think it's liquiddeath.com/heyman HEYMAAAN, and you get free shipping. And people ask all the time how you can support. That's how you support.
Yeah.
If you want to support us, because this is obviously free. If you want to support us, that would be amazing. It would be amazing if you guys tried and tell everybody what you said about how much you like sparkling water.
I'm trying to stop drinking soda. And for me, the reason I like the soda, I think mainly, obviously the sugar, but the carbonation is what I love. So like this Liquid Death, I love. It's great because it's not, I call it spicy. Like the Perrier is too spicy. There's too many bubbles. It's too carbonated.
The bubbles are too big.
This Liquid Death is the perfect amount of bubbles. And also, it's been open for, 40, almost 50 minutes. It's still got bubbles on it.
Yeah.
And it stays consistent, and it's great.
I agree with you, man. For me, here's a couple things that I love about this. One, I love the feeling of opening a can.
It's a loud one, too. That's why I like it.
Fucking love it. It brings me back, man. I used to drink out of cans a lot, right? But I don't drink beer anymore. So I just like opening the can. Now, when you start to drink it, I was like, yeah, it's sparkling water, and I like it. Not true. I agree with you. It's not the bubbles aren't as big. Like I don't get bloated when I drink this.
No, it's great. It's delicious. Yeah. I think all the way around it's great. Like 100%.
Now listen, man. I'm excited to be doing this with you. And do you want anyone to tell everybody where your socials are?
I'm mainly just on Instagram. I'm Jake_Wolf. Really easy.
We're gonna have to get on a TikTok.
I'm on TikTok. Yeah, it's Jake Wolf. Also pretty easy. I'm just out there, shenanigans, some work, friends, all that stuff. I did get like my very first like influencer DM last night for like something cool. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
What is it?
Some guy DM'd me, and first thing I saw was that blue check, and I was like, oh, yeah, what is that? And so I pop it open, and this guy's like, hey, man, so I work for this place called E-Karaoke, and we would love to invite you and some friends to come down. We'll get you a private room. It's a karaoke spot, but instead of all these people, they give you your own room, and so you can do, with your friends.
You gonna do it?
Well, here's the best part. He was like, we usually have our influencers come on Thursday night, so let me know at a time and a date, and I'll set you up with a free room. I'll comp some bottle service for you and some food, and all you have to do is post about it. And I was like, dude, fuck yeah.
Is it in Koreatown? Is it in K-Town?
Buena Park.
That's not Cape Town.
So that was kind of cool. I got that DM last night, so that was kind of awesome.
That's super awesome, man.
So I'm gonna do that with some friends for sure. Set up a time for that on a Thursday, apparently.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Congratulations.
It's fucking cool.
Listen, I got to tell you something. This podcast is going to be huge.
Yeah.
I truly believe that because I know how much I have fun doing it. So maybe it's just me projecting, but I can only imagine.
I have fun. You have fun. The people
Yeah.
who listen to us have fun. And
I hope so, man. Because
I think everybody could use a little more fun in their life.
I agree with you, dude. I'm so thrilled to be doing this with you.
We're finally getting it going, and it's gonna be a rocket ship. Stay hot, rocket.
Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. All right, handsome.
All right, I'll talk to you.
I love you. Hey, man.
Hey, man, I'll talk to you guys later.
Don't go anywhere. Don't click off.
What, you mean don't leave like this?
I'm ending the podcast, but don't leave the screen.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'll talk to you later.
You dick.
Thank you for the phone call. It doesn't matter if it's not ringing off the wall. Going where we gotta go. The hoops are ready, and the promise is